Hey, how's it going? Today we are going through Leetcode 1, 2, 3 to check if it is a straight line. So you're given an array of coordinates xy, where xy represent the coordinates of a point. Check if these points make a straight line in the plane. So if your coordinates is like this, it's a straight line, you output true. If your coordinates are this, it's not a straight line, you output false. Yeah, so the coordinates is gonna be more than 2, more or equal than 2, and less than 1,000. Yeah, and coordinates contain no duplicate points. Okay, so how do we approach this? It should be fairly easy. So obviously, if you already only have 2 coordinates, it's gonna make a straight line. If you have 3 coordinates or more, you can check whether they are a straight line by checking first getting the slope of point 0 and point 1. Slope is really easy to get. You basically just subtract their y coordinates and divide it by their x coordinates to get the slope. And once you get that slope, for the other coordinates, you basically check, for example, point 2, you check the slope between point 0 and point 2, and you evaluate whether your point 0.1 slope is equal to the point 0.3 slope. And for point 4, you basically also check whether our original slope between point 0.1 is the same as the slope between point 0 and point 4, and so on and so forth, right? So it's pretty easy. Let me just write it here. So you can see that x0 is the, x0, x1 is the original, this is the original slope between point 0 and point 1, and x and y represent whatever points that we are trying to check, right? So basically we're just gonna check whether they equal. But you have to understand that the denominator can never be, if the denominator is 0, it's gonna throw you an exception in your code. So in order to avoid that, we just basically like change it a little bit, do some like simple math to convert it into y1 minus y0 times x minus x0, and check whether if it is equal to y minus y0 times x minus x0. Let me check whether it's right. x0 y x minus x0. Let me double check really quickly. So this should be x1 minus x0. Yeah, basically you just do some simple math here. So instead of checking this, which might throw you an exception, we just check this. And they're basically the same thing. Okay, let's just code it up. First, we should handle the corner case. That is, if the coordinates, there are only 2 like points in our coordinates, then obviously it's a straight line. So if the length of the coordinates is equal to 2, then return true. Otherwise, if we have like 3 more points, 3 or more points, and then we get x0 is equal to, then it's 0, 0, right? Y0 is gonna be 0, 1, x1, y1, so x1 is gonna be 1, 0, and y1 is gonna be 1, 1. Okay. Okay, and we just write a for loop here to go through each of the points for x, y in coordinates. If